Well, boys, we have reached the end of it. Season 2, that is. In reviewing these last 26 episodes over the last 26 weeks and the remainder of 2023, I've come to a few conclusions. One, my initial thoughts on the season that I said years ago in Coleogo the Review still hold true. Although it's not perfectly as pristine, it's still pristine. Very pristine. Basically, there's only 2 episodes throughout the entirety of Code Lyoko Season 2 you can skip. That would be Xana's kiss being one of them. And is there anybody out there being essentially the other? But if you wanted to, you could conclude that a third would be in there as well. But even those two have funny, somewhat absurd concepts. St. Valentine's Day, by the way, is the third. So yes, there were basically two episodes where love or the notion of love was a theme. You could also add the chips are down as a third to that theming as well. But the main theme of Code Lyoko Season 2, the overarching one, is one of the word sacrifice. From the beginning of the season, we thought spending time with Aelita on Earth was sacrificed. Turns out it wasn't. It wasn't. But the brevity of the truth behind, well, the entire show to this point, and the sacrifices therein were bone crushing, earth shattering back in 2003, and still are now. They still hold thematic and crushing power over me and most viewers that have watched these episodes. Season 1 and Season 2 were often the most remembered and the most fonded over. It's the golden era of the show, if one could coin a phrase. And there's many a good reason for it. And it's mainly because of the episode selection, especially in Season 2. The crazy spin on the time program that was a great the absurdity of seeing Xana and Yoko Warriors working together in Marabunta, from the revelations expanded in Contact, Revelation in the Key, to the absolute movie-based absurdity that was Attack of the Zombies. There's a lot to remember in Season 2, and a lot of it leaves an indelible impact on those that watch. Seeing Aelita grow into an actual three-dimensional character is also one of the biggest reasons you watch this season entirely. Yes, she had already grown into a character of semi two dimensions via the first 26 episodes of season 1, but this is where she's really allowed to flourish, and parts of what makes Aelita great finally get to show their hand. Her sacrificial, compassionate heart, but her intelligence and almost a creepy sixth sense intuition. Her, her willingness to go independently, strongly, right into negative situations, almost to a stubborn nature, but yet realize the brevity of the mistake. In other words, a properly written strong female character here. Here, it's really with season two to that the best parts of Aelita are shown, although she doesn't find her voice yet for another couple of seasons where she'll have the most lines in any given season. But she starts to show sparks of it here. Even Elizabeth Delmas gets a few, I don't know, salvatory, semi-redemptive aspects thrown into her character, and the twist of the not using the time program throws a quite delightful and tension-filled wrench, but it's mostly the increase of Xana's power, but also his monster roster. Yes, we get a big add-on of 4 here. Manta rays, creepers, the Scambazoa, of course, which will play a later part in the episodes to come next week in the 13th Ghost. Ghost, and of course the Mantis. Yes, we get Sector 5, albeit used more for gimmick rather than function. This gimmick actually works out with its plain, drab, multi-blued hues, dominating dominating backgrounds, and the secrets within keeping the Ryoko warriors busy. But also, strangely, a little bit more focus on the school life of things, more appropriately, the teachers. Yes, the Ketic Academy teachers and facilitators get a lot of fleshing out here. Many of Jim's soon to be memorable characteristics start here. John Luke Delmas, Sissy's father, finally gets to do more than just get mentioned. He's in multiple episodes this season and is even Xana possessed an ultimatum. All, all the all these great things, all of this improvement, and only done in 26 episodes, let alone the improvements to the animation, especially on the CGI side. Yes, a little bit of humanity is lost in Ryoko when Yumi can do full-on flips blocking enemy attacks while in midair while spinning as a ballerina and hitting with perfect accuracy. It's almost like a Call of Duty aim, but hey, it leads to some splashy and yet exciting scenes that are almost laughable. And even a few of the monsters have a little bit of personality thrown in, especially the little Kankerlots. So much was done in season 2. It took a year and a half and a total rewrite of the series Bible to get these 26 done, and the product of those 26, or is one of, if not the, in my opinion, the number two best season of animated TV ever put to screen. Its writing is still, even 19 years after the fact, evergreen. Its revelations still make an impact. But sadly, as we'll find out next week, perfection is hard to keep. As in these next 13 weeks, you will find that even the best shows have its lowest moments. And for Code Lyoko, its lowest moments in the history of the show come here. A season that is often forgotten about, used the punchline, or even straight up skipped. These next 13 episodes, for many, have left no such impression. That's why they're the ghost. The 13 ghost. As far as season 2 goes, it has most certainly earned its perfect rating that I gave it all the way back when I talked about these seasons in overview. It's a 6 out of 6 in totality. Although, I still have a long way to go. A big 39 episodes to go. At the halfway mark, I am reflective. By this time next week, it will be exactly 1 year. Yep, the first video of the 13 Ghosts, Season 3 of the Aelita Diaries, will be on January 17th, officially marking 1 year since we began this journey together, recapping this show piece by piece. And now we have reached the most difficult piece of the journey. Will there be anything to be remembered? Or are these next 13 episodes exactly what I call them? Just ghosts to be forgotten. We start the journey towards that answer next week. Find peace, Lyoko Warriors. I'll see you then.